Boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Magic News with Magic Ridge. Now, while I was looking at some stuff on the weekend here, I realized that they have spoiled some cards over the weekend, which I thought they didn't do. I thought they had a new thing where they didn't, that they let that alone on the weekend. That gave us creators a time to have a weekend, a break. But it looks like I was wrong. It looks like they've spoiled somewhere around 20 or so spoilers. So we are going to continue. Today is May 30th, and it is about 5:30 in the evening. I haven't seen any new spoilers pop up in the last hour or so. So we are going to continue the spoilers that I left off on Friday for the weekend. So here are the weekend spoilers. So first up, we've got Tatiana, Protector of Argoth, for 3 mana of any color and Forest, 5cc. We have a legendary creature, Elemental. She is a 5/3. When Tatiana, Protector of Argoth, enters the battlefield, return target land card from your graveyard to the battlefield. Whenever a land you control is put into a graveyard from the battlefield, create a 5/3 green elemental creature token. Alright, so she is some pretty good, like, lands matter type deck. She would be great in decking if she wasn't green, but she's green, does not match the color pie. She probably needed a reprint. She was like $15, $20, $25 like a while ago. It's showing on here on the bottom that there's the original Commander set, so maybe she was originally printed like in the Commander set. I don't think she's had any reprints, so perhaps that's why she's reprinted. Next up, we've got Arabian Watcher for 2 mana of any color and Plains, 4cc, creature type Angel. She is a 2/2 with Flying and Vigilance. Other non-token creatures you control get +1/+1 and have Vigilance. Now, as a pretty professional Angel EDH player, I've got a really good Avacyn Angel of Hope EDH deck. One of the best, I would say. She's not going to make the cut. The only thing I could see possibly replacing her with would be either Jubilation, which does the graveyard hate, or there's another one in there that gives all my artifacts Shroud if I have Metalcraft, which I think is more valuable. So she is not going to make the cut, unfortunately, but very cool nonetheless. Next up, we have Moderation for 1 mana of any color and a Plains Island, 3cc. We have an enchantment. You can't cast more than one spell each turn. One-sided, you. Not everybody, just you. And whenever you cast a spell, you draw a card. Who cares what you get to do with all them cards if you can only play one spell a turn? You, and everybody else. Anyway, next up, we've got Batterbone, Batterskull's retarded second cousin. Batterbone costs 2 mana of any color, 2cc. Artifact, equipment, living weapon. I'm going to go over living weapon really quick because I believe it's changed a bit. So when this equipment enters the battlefield, you get to create a 0/0 black Phyrexian germ creature token, then attach it to this, or to it. So the germ attaches to it. But last I remember, it was only a germ token. It wasn't a Phyrexian germ token. That's why I mentioned it. I think it's a little different. Equipped creature gets +1/+1 and has Vigilance and Lifelink. And its equip cost is... almost puked. It's 5. Okay, moving right along, we've got Strike It Rich for 1 mountain, 1cc, sorcery speed, create a treasure token. It also has flashback for 2 mana of any color and a mountain, so 3 mana for the flashback to create another treasure token. This isn't the bee's knees, all that's wonderful and great or whatever, but I do see, room for this in some decks. So though, just off the top of my head, they have that dragon that attacks and steals artifacts, and if you have 20 or more artifacts at your upkeep or something like that, you win the game. Treasure tokens are, in fact, artifacts. So I could see that like being a thing. Also, in red, it is ramp. So treasure tokens are also mana ramp. Like I said with the dragon, they're metalcraft. So yeah, I think this is playable at least. Next up, we have Goblin Engineer for 1 mana any color and a mountain 2cc creature type Goblin Artificer. It is a 1/2. When Goblin Engineer enters the battlefield, you may search your library for an artifact card, put it into your graveyard, and then shuffle your library. That is a May ability as well. You can then tap this Artificer and pay 1 red mana, sacrifice an artifact, return target artifact card with converted mana cost 3 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield. I think it's weird. Some of the new cards, they don't add mana value, which I'm not sure why. Like, why not say mana value here? Because eventually, like, they're going to take a card that's an MDMFC or something, and they're going to cast the artifact side that's 12 mana instead of 3, because, you didn't put mana value in there. But I digress. I mean, nothing that I know of exists right now, but they could always print something, Next up, we've got Fast and Furious. The fast side, this is a split card. You can play both sides of the card, either side of the card, whatever you like, whatever you fancy. The fast side costs 2 mana of any color and a mountain 3cc, instant speed, discard a card, then draw 2 cards. This is good because it is actually card draw. Kind of. Yes. No. Yeah. Also, we're once again, kind of, because you're using a card and discarding a card to draw 2 cards. So it's kind of almost not, actually, that I think about it. Next up, we've got the Furious side for 3 mana of any color and mountain 5cc, sorcery speed. Furious deals 3 damage to each creature without flying. Also can be potentially pretty good in limited and also against decks with very low, little tiny, like weenie decks, like little guys, you know what I'm saying? Little dudes. The only problem is if you want to cast both sides of this card, you have to do it at sorcery speed because Furious is sorcery speed. Next up, we have Nettle Cyst for 3 mana of any color, 3cc, an artifact equipment. It is a living weapon, once again, so you get to create a Phyrexian Germ 0/0 black Phyrexian Germ creature token and attach this equipment to it. Equipped creature gets +1/+1 for each artifact and or enchantment you control. Its equip cost is 2, which is much more reasonable. Not too bad. I'd like to see some new equipments. Next up, we've got Glinting Creeper for 4 mana of any color and a forest 5cc. We have a creature type plant that is a 0/0. It has Converge, so Glinting Creeper enters the battlefield with 2 +1/+1 counters on it for each color of mana spent to cast it. So just quick example, if you cast this for Wooburg, all 5 colors, you are going to put a plant into play with 10 +1/+1 counters on it. Also, Glinting Creeper can't be blocked by creatures with power 2 or less. So the little guys cannot block this. Like I said, I think this will see a little bit of play in limited, and it'll probably see some play in counter decks, counter matter decks, stuff like that. Next up, we've got a pretty decent card. I'm pretty hyped on this one. So we have Archon of Cruelty for 6 mana of any color and swamp. 8cc, we have a creature type Archon. It is a 6/6 flying. When Archon of Cruelty enters the battlefield or attacks, so ETB and attack trigger, target opponent sacrifices a creature or planeswalker, also discards a card, also loses 3 life, and then you draw a card and gain 3 life. This thing is pretty good. Like, this is really good. Who cares about the freaking, the mana cost? You could cheat it into play. Late game, it would be very good. Just the fact that it's not only an attack trigger, you don't have to deal combat damage, it's just on the attack, and the fact that it's an ETB, it's amazing. The art looks very nice as well. It's some sort of like horned, like It's got like elk horns on a dragon. I really like it. It's nice to see some Archons. I've always wanted to make it like a Archon theme deck. Same thing with avatars. An avatar or Archon theme deck would be very nice. So it's nice to see some pieces come into play. Next up, we have Combine Chrysalis for a forest and an island. 2cc artifact. Creature tokens you control have flying. You can also pay 2 mana of any color and a forest island 4 mana and tap this artifact to sacrifice a token. If you do, create a 4/4 green beast creature token, activate only as a sorcery. This is pretty good. On the account for 2 mana, you get an artifact that gives all your tokens flying. So this would be very good in token decks, mainly decks that are running the Simic colors. Also, I mean, the other ability for 4 mana tap this isn't super good, but you can probably copy the ability somehow, so you can make like 2 4/4 beasts for 4 mana. Something like that. It's not terrible, it's pretty good. It's not... I don't do a lot with tokens and stuff, so I'm not really the guy to talk to about this card. Next up, we've got Tireless Provisioner for 2 mana of any color and a forest 3cc. We have a creature Elf Scout. It is a 3/2 with landfall. Whenever a land enters the battlefield under your control, you get to create a food token or a treasure token. Very nice. Next up, we've got something that we don't know the name of. It cost 1 mana of any color and then a forest island 3cc for a creature artifact, it looks like. So it's an artifact creature. I'm guessing either human assassin or rogue or something like that. Is a 2/2 with Cascade. It is also Simic colors. Now, when I was looking at the whatchamacallit for it, the translation, it doesn't even say that it has Cascade, but on this picture it does. So, very confused. Next up, we've got Necrogoif. So, the other day I was like, how many Legoifs are there? Well, we've got another one at least. So there's at least 2 that I know of. So 3 mana of any color and Swamp 5cc. We have creature type Legoif. It is an X4. Just a moment. So this is an X4. So Necrogoif. Like I said, it is Legoif, like I had mentioned. Necrogoif's power is equal to the number of creature cards in all graveyards. At the beginning of each player's upkeep, that player discards a card, possibly it could be a creature, increasing the power. And this feller has Madness for 1 mana of any color and black. So 3 mana on the Madness for this Necrogoif. Pretty cool. Next up, we have something that I am so much so digging the artwork. Oh my goodness. Ladies and gentlemen. So we've got Vile Gravedigger. Vile Gravedigger costs 2 mana of any color. This is probably my favorite artwork and possible card of the set so far. Maybe just this weekend, but anyway, it costs 2 mana of any color and then Swamp. So it is a 4cc card. It is a creature type, I think zombie, if I had to guess. It has Death Touch, which is good. When a Vile Gravedigger enters the battlefield, search your library for a card. Put that card into your graveyard, then shuffle. So this is the second card in the set that tutors into your graveyard. Very good for Reanimator decks. It's going to make some of these Reanimator decks like win on maybe like turn 1 or 2. It's going to make really fast graveyard Reanimator decks. It's going to definitely bump them up in the CDH level of Commander, I believe. So this is just my thoughts and things. It is also a 2/2, and the frickin' artwork on this thing is just beautiful. If you're into that like sadistic type, if you're into the like, I'm into like oddities and creepy things, it's just amazing. I like the hooded figure a lot. There's some figures in the back. Very nice, very nice. Let's us continue. So, next up, we've got Weather the Storm. For 1 mana of any color in a forest, 2 CC, instant speed, you gain 3 life. This card also has Storm. So say you cast 3 spells before this card on the same turn, and then cast Weather the Storm as your 4th card. You can copy this thing an additional 3 more times, gaining you like 12 life. Pretty cool, pretty cool. Next up, we've got Chainer, Nightmare, Adept. For 2 mana of any color in a Swamp Mountain 4 CC, we have a legendary creature human minion. We got a little minion love this set. It is a 3/2. You can discard a card. You may cast a creature spell from your graveyard this turn. Activate only once each turn. Bummer. And whenever a non-token creature enters the battlefield under your control, if you didn't cast it from your hand, it gains haste until your next turn. Also pretty good. I believe this is a reprint on a card that already exists, but I could be wrong. It's getting the new legendary treatment up top. Pretty cool, pretty cool. Next and possibly last spoiler, we have Skyblades Boon. For 1 mana of any color and a Plains 2 CC, we have a enchantment Aura. It is an enchant creature. Enchanted creature gets +1/+1 and has flying. You can pay 2 mana and a Plains, so 3 mana in total, to return Skyblades Boon to its owner's hand. Activate only if Skyblades Boon is on the battlefield or in a graveyard. This is going to be pretty good and limited as well, I think. So yeah, pretty cool, pretty cool. I just wanted to say a couple things before you guys go. Obviously, I'm going to continue the spoiler season on Monday, tomorrow. But I want to give you guys a little incentive to subscribe to my channel. I want you to subscribe anyway, but let's give you a little incentive. So if you're new to this channel, every major set release, I do a giveaway. Modern Horizons 2, I'm going to do a pretty massive giveaway. At least for me, it's massive. Maybe to you it's not massive, but to me it's massive. So, around, what is it, like June 20th or so, when my box arrives, and I come back from vacation, I'm going to make a video a lot like this one. It's going to be a box opening. And when I do that, on that day, 3 weeks after that day, I'm going to have a giveaway. It's going to be my current giveaway. And the giveaway is going to have 3 winners, okay? So first place is going to win 3 booster packs, second place 2 booster packs, and third place 1 booster pack, okay? Every one of these spots is going to have at least one of this new set. It's going to have 1 draft booster pack of Modern Horizons 2, which when I bought them, they were like $10 or $11. They might have gone up $1 or $2 at this point. They may be around $15. I'm not 100% sure. Last I checked, they were about $11, which isn't bad. Now, another amazing thing about this giveaway is it's 100% free to join. So, like I was going to say, in order to enter the giveaway, to be able to get these booster packs, all you have to do is subscribe. So if you subscribe today, just an idea, and activate the little bell icon, you don't have to worry about possibly missing this video and missing the giveaway. That's why I'm saying something now, if you get my drift. So what was I trying to say? Okay, so, so first place is going to get the draft Modern Horizons 2 booster packs, and then I also have the 3 most recent booster packs. So the first place is also going to receive a Strixhaven draft pack and a Kaldheim draft pack. And then second place is going to get Zendikar Rising booster pack along with their Modern Horizons 2. And then last place is going to get a Modern Horizons 2. And best thing of all is I deliver these booster packs to you for free anywhere in the entire world. I will deliver them. I'll mail them to you for free. All you're going to have to do is on the day the video drops is you're going to have to be subscribed, so you may as well subscribe now. Then you only have to do 2 things. You have to leave a thumbs up on the video when it comes out, and then you have to leave a comment on the video. Could literally be anything. Anything. literally. And I use, once the 3 weeks are up, then I pick the winners for the video. And how I do it is there's a website on the internet where you can use a random comment picker to randomly pick the winners of the giveaway. So, you know, then there's no favor showed or anything like that. It's all randomized. So yeah, please subscribe. Other than that, I play Commander. I play Commander and have been playing Commander for about 10 years. So I have some decent deck techs on the channel. I also have a group of friends and I that we shoot more Magic the Gathering content. We actually record Commander EDH gameplay on another channel, which I'm going to pop up a picture of right here. It's called Commander Wars EDH. We're on like episode 19 or 20 right now. So you can go check that out if you like, if you're into Commander gameplay. And then you can come back if you like one of my decks that I'm piloting, and you can probably check out the channel and find a deck tech on one of the decks you like, if it's mine, anyhow. And other than that, I do box openings. Eventually, I'm going to get into a bunch of more stuff. I'm currently working on Magic the Gathering Arena account right now. It's all free to play, so I haven't like bought a whole bunch of cards and stuff. I've been working on that for a while. So yeah, I'll see y'all tomorrow, Monday. Peace.